People, let me tell you about my best friend. A little foamy over here. This thing can get a lot done. So the difference between doing some of this stuff and flexibility, where flexibility is really beneficial, that it gets your muscles to move for the complete range of motion. The more you do it, the more flexi you get. But with this thing, this is actually going to break up some of the muscle knots that you might have. Okay, so it's going to be really beneficial for any overall athletic ability. So I recommend this for everyone to start with this. All right, so with the foam roller here, I'm going to start it out. What we're going to do is we're going to lay it on our mat, okay? And what I want you to do is I just want you to sit at the end of this, okay? Depending on how long it is, this is going to be easy to do. If it's shorter, well, you might need to move yourself further down. But if you have a long one like this one, you're just going to sit at the end. And I'm going to have you just lay back so your head is on the roller, okay? Just like that. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to have you start with big arm circles. Big arm circles here, okay? And when we're doing this, you might feel in between your back right there, if you're like me, that you're working out some knots already. Let's go the other way with it. Let's circle it the other way. Oh, yeah. Now I'm feeling this one. This is the one. Oh, that feels nice. Good. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to open and close. So you're going to have your arms on the side. You're going to close and open, close and open. Ooh. Another one that might feel pretty nice. Now for me, I'm liking this one. I'm just switching the crossing each and every time. All right, now we're going to get into one of my favorite ones because I'm always locked up. I want you to just basket your hands. You're going to take them, put them behind your head here. All you're going to do, keep your head off. Use your feet to help balance it. You might need to go a little wider to do that. You're going to roll one side and then the other side. Now, if you're like me, maybe you're feeling this in the upper back right now. Basically, I can't really show you or tell, well, I can just really explain what's happening. There's a knot that I always have in the back, in my upper back up here, and it's in my scap area. It's kind of like on the inside. And every time I'm doing this, I get a little knot that I'm rolling over, and it feels really nice. And I take my time on this one. Some of you guys that maybe have tighter lower backs, you might feel it in your lower back. It's the erector muscles in your spine. But this feels pretty good. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for me, I know. Huh, I like it. Good. Now from here, what I'm going to have us do is we're going to come off of that. Take your time. And we're going to just turn the roller this way. We're going to come into our lower back area. Now from here, all you're going to do is you're going to lay back. Two options here. You either can bring it behind your head again, or you could just open up like this and just let it roll down the back all the way to the upper back. And then we roll back down our body. Okay, you might get, if you're lucky like me, I just got one of them. A little snap, crackle, and pop action feels pretty good. Now, depending on how sore you are, this might be really intense for you. I'm rolling all the way up, all the way down. Okay, so you decide where you need to go for that. All right, now this is going to get a little bit more intense. I want you to just lean to your right side. You're going to roll all the way down the erector muscles on that side, and then back down. So you roll up and down. And now when you find the hot spot, you might want to sit on that a little bit. I have a lot, so there's no point. I'm just going to show you like I'm rolling dough right now. Good. Let's go one more down, one more up. And then I'm going to lean to the other side. We're going to lean that side, down, and up. Oh, this is feeling nice. Down and up. Take my breath away, because that's what it's doing. Let's go one more down, one more up, and then just center it out. I'm rolling all back, so I'm just going to move. That might happen to you. I'm just going to roll it back down. Come center. We'll just even it all out. Roll down and up. One more down and up. All right, so that's the upper back. Let's roll the lats next. So guys, the lats are going to be the muscles underneath your armpit. So all we're going to do here is we're going to just roll side to side as I roll down. So I'm rolling all the way up into my armpit, getting that whole part of my lat muscles, my side part of my back, the upper back. Or I like to call them the cobras. If you think about why, it's like a cobra, especially when you develop them. You look like you're going to be a viper. Mini cobra. Good. From here, when we finish that lat there, this might be intense for you. I'm going to roll the rear delts. That's the back of my shoulders here. So I'm going to roll over and take my time with that. Really roll in. This is pretty tight on me right now. So I'm going to take my time. Oh, I found a hot spot right there. That's kind of lat shoulder combo. You can kind of roll both. All right, then I'm going to go side here. I'm going to roll my mid delt. This is just the side of your shoulder. Good. And then I'm going to flip my body. I'm just going to show you so you can see it on diagonal here. I'm going to put my arm down. I'm going to roll the front of my shoulder. Now, this one might be pretty intense. I'm going to roll all the way into my bicep there too. So if I show you here, I'm rolling bicep to the top of my shoulder. Bicep, top of the shoulder. Ooh, this is good for me. I hope it's good for you. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll it over my chest. So I'm going to roll the top. Now, if you're female, you just roll the top. You don't need to roll all the way down. You just roll top of it. If you're male, you can pretty much roll the whole pec. Okay. All right. From here, we're gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna roll the lat on this side. So it's the other side. Whatever side you started on, go to the other one. So you see, as I roll down, I roll side to side as I'm rolling down that part of my back, the side part of my back. Oh, I got some knots in here. Oh, I need this. I do this every day. I would think I'd be a lot looser, but I'll tell you what, because I keep working out, this is like a godsend right here, and I love it. I love it. Good. From here, you're going to roll the back of your shoulder here. So I'm just going to bring it down all the way up to the lat, to the back of your shoulder. Then you're just going to go down and up, down and up. Oh, I got some knots going. I got some knots. Naughty dread. I'm feeling it. Oh, that should be enough on that. We're going to go more to the side. So from this one, I'm going to roll mid delt. So you're going to roll down and up the side part of your shoulder, just right here, okay? I'm just on my side. And I'm finding my balance there. If you need to put your hand down, that's okay. All right, I'm going to turn it because I'm going to show you the front delt. So I'm rolling basically from my bicep to the front of my shoulders here. So this one, again, I definitely feel this one. It's working for me. It's shoulders to bicep, shoulder to bicep, really just rolling over. Then I'm going to roll my chest. Again, if you're female, just keep it out top, just right up there, okay? If you're male, you can roll over your full chest, okay? Depending on who you are, you got those options. Oh, this feels pretty good. My front delts are feeling this one. It's because I did a heavy press for this. My goodness. Good. All right. That should take care of pretty much the upper body. Now we get to do the lower half. This is the best part because if you're doing leg stuff, and if you're working out with me, you are, that means it's going to feel pretty good. So what I'm going to do is you're going to notice I'm going to take the roller out like this. So you can see I'm more on the outside of it. Okay, so I'll show you from the front here. And all I'm going to do, you have three options pretty much. I'm going to roll my calf out next. So I'm starting pretty much at the back of my heel. So Achilles, like right at the top, bottom of the calf starts. And now it's not going to be rolling like dough. You want to actually roll it side to side as you're rolling down. So you're going to see, I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll side to side. Now I'm going to show you by keeping my butt on first, okay? You need to be the judge of this because this might be really intense for you, especially if you're a runner or you're on your feet all day or you do some explosive plyometric movements. This might be enough, okay? But I'm rolling side to side as I'm rolling up and down my leg, okay? So I'll show you from the side so you can see what I'm talking about. As I'm rolling side to side, you're going to see I'm rolling up and down my leg. Now, this is going to be a good angle for you because now what you're going to see as I'm doing that, you're going to see I'm going to be able to lift my hips, okay? Now, when I do that, that puts a lot more pressure on, okay? So if you want a little bit more, lift your hips up. If you want super duper, I'm not going to do this because this is too intense, but you can even cross over. That's max pressure there, okay? So now, not only am I balancing back here, but I'm really rolling. I don't really need that. All right, so now I'm going to roll to my hamstrings. That's under your leg. So still on the side of the roller here. It just gives you space to put the foot there. What I'm going to do, this one, I actually can cross over because it's pretty deep in there, so your hamstring, some of the muscles that need loosening. But then I'm going to put it back down because that actually was too intense. Oh, yeah, I did some work today, so I'm feeling it. So you guys are going to find this is your hinge pattern. Some of your hinge patterns are going to be where this creates some of that soreness. If you're swinging, hinging, all that stuff. Deadlifting, you name it, it's there. Okay, and as we keep rolling our hamstring, we're going to come a little higher and we're going to roll it into our glute. Okay, so your glute is your butt cheek. Okay, now a couple options in this, same thing. You might need to put your foot down. You want a little bit more super duper. You can take your hand up and you're just going to lean into it, really dig into that now. Now you can really roll over it. Rolling the butt over like it's a slab of dough. This is basically the money maker. Dough, money, I don't know. How can you make foam rolling funny? That's the best I got for you. I'll tell you what, though, it is fun, and it is fun. Yes, whoever discovered this thing is a genius. All right, so what we're going to do next is going to be a really intense one. So I'm going to bring this down here. I'm going to go on my side now. This is going to be the IT band. Now, I'm going to recommend, if this is your first time doing this, put your foot down and put your hands on the ground because that's going to be able to take some pressure off, okay? I'm going to roll the side part of my leg from the top of my knee all the way up into my hip. But as I do that, go easy on yourself. Roll it side to side, okay? I'm just going to step down. Now, I have yet to meet the person that has a loose IT band. If that's you, let me know. But this might be pretty intense for you, all the way up into your hip and all the way down right above your knee. So now for me, it's right above my knee where I feel it. Now, if I want a little bit more, I want to get all psycho with this one. Stack your feet. Now you have all the pressure on there, and you can actually just place it in. Now, again, I'm rolling it as I'm rolling up and down. I'm rolling side to side. Just go easy on yourself. Now I might find a knot. There's a knot. I'm just going to sit on it. I'm going to hold it. When about 50% of the pressure goes away, not even close, but I'm going to pretend it is. Oh, right there. And I'm going to roll over it gently. Okay, so that might be you. You might find a knot like that. That means you can sit on some of your hot spots there. That's definitely a good thing to do with this thing. But this is pretty intense on me. Oh, I am feeling it. Oh, yeah. I'm not playing around. I'm grimacing right now. So remember, too much, just take a little pressure off, put your foot down. All right. Now, we're going to roll the other leg. So when we do that, we're going to come to the calf on this side. We'll start by rolling out right above the Achilles. And the calf, I'm rolling it side to side. Now you're seeing I'm lifting the hips. This is usually how I do it. My hips are off. I'm pressing into it, okay? I don't need to go that psycho mode where I'm crossing over, but if that's you, maybe you're a little loose in here. That's okay. Calf muscles, they're usually pretty tight. Some of the explosive movements that we do here, that might create some tautness in your calf there. All right, so next up, we're going to finish that. I got some hot spots. I'm going to roll to my hamstring now. Okay, so now on this side, I'm rolling. Now, this one I can cross over because I need to go pretty deep in here. But then when it gets too much, I'm just going to put my foot back down on the ground there. Okay, so you have those options just to take a little pressure off. We're all about making it where you need. And you have the ways to advance it now. Now you know what to do. All right, as I finish up on my hamstring on this side, I'm digging pretty deep. This feels pretty good. I'm going to roll my glute on this side. Okay. So glute, just over your glute. Now remember, if you want a little more pressure, you can lean on one side. See my hands off, and I'm leaning into it. I'm actually leaning into the floor. So I'll spin it so you can see. I'm leaning into it. You see that? That feels really nice. Really nice. All right, are you ready for the IT band on this side? I don't know that I am. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to put it on this side. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put my foot down here. And I'm going to just gently roll from the top of my knee all the way up into my hip. So I'm going to roll it, and I'm also going to roll it side to side, so I'm going to get a more complete part of that. Oh, mommy. I got some hot spots in there, okay? So as I'm doing that, I'm going to stack it. I'm going to show you super duper. I'm just going to show you me in pain right now. And I'm not trying to hurt myself. It's just I need this release. I've done this enough to kind of know where my limit is. And every time it still shocks me. Every time. Oh, so if you're on that hotspot, like right about here, ooh, I mean, what am I, masochist here? Because I'm feeling this one. Oh, I'm going to just let that pain release, let it go, take a breath in, let it go, and I'm going to just gently roll over it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Good. Oh, why don't we do one more pass? Good. All right. Lastly, guys, we're going to roll the front of our leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you, we'll just roll them together here, and then I'm going to have you turn, because this will be the easiest way to show it. So just your quads here. This is a pretty big muscle group. You can just do this together just like that. You're just going to roll down and up. I'm going to lean one side. I'm going to lean the other. Down, up. We're just rolling that out. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this, because the next thing we're going to go into is going to be the last part. And a lot of people get really confused with this. So the easiest way for me to do this is I'm on the front right here, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my hips so my right inner thigh is on the inside here. And I'm going to step that leg out. So now I'm spread here, okay, just like this. So I'm in this position. All I'm going to do is I'm going to roll down all the way up into my hip on this side. I'm going to roll back down, down, up in the hip on this side, and up, just the inner thigh right now, down, up on the hip on this side, and up. Okay, let's do the other side here. So I'm going to start down here. If you see that, I'm just on the inner thigh there. Roll down, up into the inner thigh, and up, all the way up into your groin and back down, up, back in, down, up, and then back in. And that should be pretty good. So guys, that was pretty thorough right there. That was pretty much every muscle in your body that you just rolled out. You should be ready to rock your workout now. Let's do it.